Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talking Stick Tarot. This is my channel where my purpose, I guess, is to heal. I am a healer, and therefore my intention is to bring forward healing messages, those that will help you to move past situations that are no longer serving you, perhaps giving you encouragement, hope, love, to be able to see your true reflection in what possibly may come through in the messages through the tarot. So let's see, I had the elementals wanted to come out today, the elemental energies, and you can see, got my little fairy here, put my little, let's see, can I show you? There's my little fairy. They wanted to come in today, so I took this little one, and I'm just going to set her here. I've had fairy come into my readings a few times, and when I have brought fairy in, I have seen fairies within, when I go to edit my videos, I've seen them in behind me in the recording. So who knows what's going to happen when we bring in the magic of the fairies. Right? So let's get started here. So the card that they brought out, these are so incredibly slippery, this deck. Serenity in the soil. Discover serenity by connecting with the calm and nurturing energy of the earth. Isn't that fascinating? I just really, Gaia has been so incredibly present lately. And I've been using the good tarot, which is really based, I feel more, I don't know, it just feels like it's not so much a tarot as it is an oracle, I guess, because I read intuitively. So let's see what energy. I've been having a thread going through my readings, a lot of magic, love. There has been a huge upgrade within the collective. And if you're on my Dragon Mother Talking Stick Medicine channel, you will have, by the time you see this, you will have seen the upgrades that are happening there. The heart chakra, the returning of basically the cosmic heart is what they told me. It is the return of the cosmic heart that they did within a video of mine. And I think it's called Surprise Initiation with Mott or something like that. And it was it was on the new moon. That's when they channeled that to me. I was doing a channeling, and Mott just stepped in. She was like, "Hello, here I am." It's like, "Hey, Mott," and she returned my heart, lightness of heart that she had once taken and thrown into the underworld. That I had moved into a state of understanding the balance now between light and dark, to letting go of the guilt that exists within the darkness that we feel that we are. And there is no guilt within the darkness. The darkness is simply the density of the energies that we are working through in order to move back into the light. And once we understand that, she returned that heart to me. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that. I feel really emotional when I talk about that because it's been a really long journey. Really, really long journey. And I'm so grateful when I get things like that do happen. And to catch that on camera was just incredible. I've had a lot of initiations where I've been online with my, with my students, but we're not recording, right? And so I've had a lot of that happening as well. And those aren't so easily shared. But when I was on doing a literal recording to release on my channel, I didn't even realize it was new moon. I just was told to record. So I did actually put it out the very same day because I felt like it was to do with that new moon portal. So if you're watching this, maybe we're close to the new moon again. We might be close to a fuller new moon or something. Anyway, I encourage you to go. It's not just specifically for the new moon. It is the healing of the heart. The return of the cosmic heart is what they told me. So we've also got bee spirit. And bee spirit, like a bee is kind of a multi-dimensional being. Like, I mean, they shouldn't even be able to fly, right? Aerodynamically, but they do. So this is bringing back in that prosperity for you as well. And when I think about prosperity, I do think about money. You know, abundance is everything. Abundance is love, life, all of those things. But prosperity to me speaks more about material wealth. Okay? Look at this. Knowledge with the air spirit, prosperity, knowledge, Wizard of the Woods. I've had, like I said, you guys, I've had so much of the magician. This deck here, the magician came out, I think, several times in a row, and twice within each reading we had magic come out in love. Like it's just, so I mean, there's a lot of it. You know, the magic is in the air, right? And here's Willow Spirit with flexibility, and I've seen this one as well a few times. Just gonna see if I can maybe just move those feathers just a little bit on my talking stick so that we can, so you can see, yes, okay. And then we have Thicket of Thorns, uncertainty. Uncertainty has come up as well a couple of times. And this feels to me like a direction that is wanting to be taken. This prosperity is a 5, which is a change, right? It can be a challenge, something that is challenging us to move into. And this is an uncertainty. Should we or shouldn't we? And I was just gonna, are those, how can those both be? Maybe I need to put on my glasses here. These both look like 43s to me. Well, this is a 48. The old eyes don't work the same way, you guys, I'm telling you. So let us see what else they want to bring in here. All right. And then we will go into the tarot to see the actual message. Discover serenity by connecting with the calm and nurturing energy of the earth. Yeah, grounding into that energy so that you can actually feel what it is, the direction that you want to go. Because the uncertainty is here, and then the serenity with the connection. Ooh, this Wizard of the Woods again, if you watch my readings through, like I felt like the magician was just staring me down. You know, I felt like he had something so profound that he wanted to talk about. It was almost scary. And this guy is doing the same thing, but he doesn't have glasses. Oh, and look at that. He's holding that light in his hand as well here. Mm. This is something about getting back to nature here with this Wizard of the Woods here. Intention on something. Like where is your attention? Because that is what is bringing your intention. Where is your attention? Where is your focus? And there's focus here somewhere too. Oh yeah, it is on this card even. And there's something to do with this flexibility card as well. It feels like what they're saying here is there's something about the way you're being flexible. So be more flexible in how you receive what it is that you're trying to bring in. But what they're saying is do not be flexible on your focus of what it is that you want. Oh, this guy he's smiling at me now. These cards are just coming to life lately, you guys. Like, I see so much in them. Trusting your intuition. My life is truly guided. Let me see. And sometimes I feel like the message that I'm bringing, some may not even necessarily want to receive it. Like sometimes I wonder what is the message that I'm bringing, because I just come on here sometimes and talk. But they always tell me that there is a message that comes through in that people are receiving healing from that. Okay. So whether it's only one message or whether it is, a kaleidoscope of messages, they're saying. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. And here we've got prosperity. And in the woods, and I mean, soil in the woods, cherishing self, I accept and love myself. Receiving from angels, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. Yeah, this focus, this wizard here, this magician, is talking about the importance of the focus on what is your intention. What is your attention on? What is your intention? And he wants me to speak about how important it is that you are focused on a loving intent, that your intent is always focused on bringing the best possible outcome for all concerned. But to focus on your own happiness, your own joy, what it is that you want, not to allow others' intentions or attentions to interrupt what it is that you are manifesting in your life, because others around you may want to manifest something different, or others around you may be concerned with, because they can see what kind of a manifester you are, how magic you are, and that you are the magician, that they want to take your energy and use it for their own good, which is for, it is not really for good. Like, it's interesting how that is coming through. It's more about using it for them rather than allowing you to use that magic that you hold for yourself. And I just noticed this is a 50, which is a 5, and this is a 5. So we have 55 here. Yeah, this is about not allowing other people to put guilt on you for what it is that they want, because that pulls you off of your path. So, for example, if you're someone that's just, really wanting to live within your heart energy, but you have someone in your life that is really, really focused on finances, they may continually and constantly pull you out of your focus because of their worry. Okay, and what the wizard is saying is to not allow anybody else to pull you out of your focus, to make you feel this uncertainty here. That's interesting. What does the tarot want to bring? What does the tarot want to bring for this group? The call, judgment. How are you being called? Oh, I got a real mess here now, don't I? Oh my goodness. Is there anything else? Okay, that's a lot of cards. What do we have on the bottom? Page of Earth, the beginnings of material success, a new idea, something that you have dreamt into um, being, basically, is what they are bringing with that. So let's see. So the judgment here, when I see this card, this is beautiful. Oh, sorry, little fairy. Um, when I see this judgment here, like, look at her. You're being called into your authenticity, your own truth, to look beyond others. And I heard to look beyond the veil. And this looks really like you're kind of looking through a veil or something, the way it's almost muted. Oh yeah. Nine of Earth. Nine of Earth is self-sovereignty. And I felt like this was to be yourself, like your own sovereignty, self-sovereignty. Yeah. And you're able to do that by going within. The Hermit card here. The Five of Earth. This Five of Earth, the way I see this card in this deck is I see something being rebirthed from the inside. When I look at this card, looks to me like something is being rebirthed here. And I know not everybody may not see that, but that's how I see it. Okay? And I'm doing the reading, so that's how I interpret it. And this page of air, to me, is a freedom. Yeah, it's so angelic, this deck. I just love this deck. And then underneath the Nine of Earth, we have the Queen of Earth. Queen of Earth is prosperous, and we have prosperity here as well. So you are definitely being called in. Like this, Nine of Earth as well can be someone that is an entrepreneur, their own business, right? Their own sense of business success, material success in the self. And then the Queen of Earth here is successful businesswoman, that kind of thing. I also see the Queen of Earth as a mother in most of the traditional decks. In this one, I don't really see her that way. Like she's almost more, when I look at the Queen of Earth in this deck, she reminds me almost of Gaia energy, like closer to that Empress, that creative energy is how I see the Queen of Earth in this particular deck. And then we have the King of Fire here, the King of Wands. He's taking me back to the Wizard here. That leadership, magic. And you have another page, which is more beginnings. Like I said, the other page of Earth that is here is talking about something birthing something new. Page of Water here is, all about that loving. I see this as a young child energy, that innocence. Okay, something being birthed out of innocence. It might even be something that you have wanted since you were a child. Okay, Seven of Earth. Yeah, the Seven of Earth is um, something that's just about ready to come into fruition. It's bearing fruit, but it's not ready to eat. Hmm. This is also guiding me today as looking for guidance, seeking guidance. And interestingly enough, you guys, my little fairy wanted to come in here today. And if you look at this card, you see where he's looking up? There's the fairy. I mean, so there's something to do with that, with the fairy realm, the magic, the wizard, the druids, that kind of thing, some kind of magic in that. You may feel that you come from that line. You may resonate with, the druids, with the elven, the fairies, that kind of thing is what it feels like to me, that you have that sense within your lineage. Like, I mean, even when I look at, the page of earth looks kind of fairy like, right? I mean, he's got the wings there, very fairy like. And that is the underlying energy here. Oh, and there's the strength card. The strength card is about coming to terms with your ego. So it's about a balance between, your soul and your ego, right? Allowing your soul to lead, and as long as your ego feels safe and protected, it will feel safe to be guided by your heart. Otherwise, it gets stuck in the mind and brings up all these different scenarios of why you shouldn't do something and why things are fearful, because the ego feels like it's in danger. Okay, so this card is somebody that's been through a lot to be able to feel safe and protected, is what I feel in this energy. Okay. Oh, underneath that page, you guys, is the Ten of Water. And the Ten of Water is happy, like rainbow blessings, everything you want, right? That happiness. That happiness. Okay, what are we going to pull for? He's still looking at me, this wizard. What do you want to say? What do you want to say, Mr. Wizard? So they're taking me to this other little deck here. There is also this energy of uncertainty here as well. And I feel like those of you that are in this reading, 234, as I looked at my clock, interesting. Um, I feel like a lot of you may have that energy around you that you feel really unsure of yourself, really uncertain. Things have changed. There's new directions that are coming forward. You're not sure that you can do it, that you're going to be able to provide for yourself within this energy. And it's okay to have those little fears and stuff within it. But what they're saying here about this is not to get stuck in that fear, not to allow it to stop you from living your life. Okay? To be adventurous, to go after the things that you want, the things that you love, the things that bring you joy. And that is what the wizard is talking about here, is to always keep your eye on the heart, on the joy. Okay? Not focused on the material aspect, because when you're focused on joy, and that you need that joy in order to remain happy, that is what will come to you. So focus on the emotion of what you want in your life, and the abundance will just follow it, is what he is saying. Sorry, my bracelet is hitting that. I didn't realize it was making such a noise. Okay. This is my last time through this. Okay. Seek beauty. And again, a double digit. 44. Got 55 and 44 here. So I'm just going to take a couple of cards. Trust your own understanding. And one more. Higher ground. Yeah, this is really about you finding your own focus, what it is that you wish to focus in on in order to build your life on. What is it that you want in your life? What is it you truly want? Are you allowing others to dictate to you what that should be? Or are you taking the bull by the horns and saying, no, this is what I want to do. This is what makes me happy. And although you might not be able to do whatever it is that you want to do full time, you can certainly begin to take time out of your day every day to focus just a little bit on what it is that brings you that joy and that pleasure. So for example, if you're wanting to, be on your spiritual journey and you find that you have a lot of pushing back against that in conflict, maybe you want to take some time every day, like 15 minutes, to do a meditation in order for you to get into that routine of beginning to do things for yourself, nurturing. Perhaps you would like to work on self-care, having a bath, just to take that, that first little step is what they're saying in order to bring you into that um, routine. And as you begin to bring into that routine, you will find that as the more joy comes back to you, you will find that you will have more time to be able to receive. Because right now, there is a big focus on being able to receive ourselves. We have been giving for a very, very long time, those of us that are in the spiritual community that have been doing these things. And although it's wonderful to give and to be able to help others, the time is coming now for us to be able to receive back, and to be able to receive that energy, to be able to feel that we aren't drained all the time, that this is a job, but that this is a joy. A job is joy of being, and that has not been the focus within this um, earthly world here. It has more been, really stressful and straining, and you have to do a certain thing, you have to put out a certain amount of, production, you have to, all of these things that you have to do to be successful. And we are being guided to sit back and to receive, because when we sit back and allow ourselves to just, breathe and allow our body to relax in, we are then able to receive the beauty of what is wanting to come into our life for us. So we are being encouraged to do that. To take the time for the pause, right? That pause in between the inhale and the exhale. There's a pause. Okay. That is every moment. That is the moment of manifestation. Okay, beautiful souls, this is your reading for today. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, please remember to always let love be your guide.